Hey guys, Collar here, bringing you another English commentary, and I'm bringing you another bit of casual fare here. This is an episode of Star BNet Attack with Reach, and he's playing against a challenger from Battle.net, just a random Battle.net user. And in this game, Reach actually plays as Zerg, so Reach, of course, is a legendary Protoss player who's been around the pro gaming scene since really the start of pro gaming in 2001. And he's playing a Zerg for fun here, it seems. He's playing off race. We'll see how he does on this. So yeah, basically I'm posting these videos, these sort of not too serious games, because the Pro League and the on-game dual net tournament are starting next week. And I want to be casting them, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time committing to doing a serious, long series from the past. So I'm just going to cast a couple of these while I watch them for fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy them too. I do enjoy watching this, not because I want to see people suffer, although I do, but because I think it's really interesting. First, because it's a first-person VOD, so you get to see their actions, and second, you get to see. I like to watch the ones where the pros play off-race, because they're not necessarily playing optimally, and you can pick up on things that on players, things that players may not do optimally, and sort of learn from that almost. And it looks like he has spotted the opponent at the 3 o'clock position. The opponent is Terran, by the way, in red, and I'm not sure if he's gotten. I think he has gotten close enough that the opponent probably has spotted him also, but I'm not sure about that. Since there is a building there, he has spotted a building. I'm pretty sure the opponent has spotted him. I'm not exactly sure. In any case, looks like he's not going to be going for a 9-4 or anything. He is going to get 3 more drones after his Overlord comes out. And yeah, so we'll see how his Zerg versus Terran play is. I'm expecting him. I mean, it seems that when the pros are playing off race, they actually play more of a standard game in the opening. Perhaps because they're not so used to just doing rush builds, and so actually we're seeing I think an engineering bay there placed by the amateur in order to block Reach's build of his natural expansion. That's a clever move. So the amateur certainly knows where Reach is, and that SCV got there surprisingly early. So. Actually, I'm not sure. I mean, it might have been just the SCV that built this first supply depot, but it got there quite early, and that's actually a clever move there. It's going to prevent Reach from building his natural expansion for quite a while he destroys that, and anticipating Reach's build quite well here. So that actually is quite clever by this Terran player. And so Reach is going to have to fight this with those 2 drones, and Reach now getting he's trying to get a hatchery down there. He needs to get a hatchery down immediately. I think he should have done that actually like 30 seconds ago. Just place the second hatchery somewhere else, and then after destroying that building, place the correct position for mining. But in any case, Reach now getting his spawning pool. So. Looks like I'm going to guess he's going to go for a 3rd hatchery, because otherwise he's just not going to be able to mine correctly at that expansion. So he's going to be starting off with a sort of standard 12 hatchery into 3 hatchery build here, and we'll see. We'll see if the Terran player decides to go for a fast expand, which could be possible against this build, but it doesn't look like he's doing so. And Reach is going to get his gas now, and it looks like Reach has just popped 2 Zerglings here just to destroy that SCV and then take out this building. The building is taken out, so Reach is going to plant his third hatchery at the correct position, but I guess the opponent did slow him down a little bit, because Reach was confused for a second about what the correct response is, and the correct response to that is to just plant your hatchery elsewhere and then worry about the correct positioning later. So the opponent actually did well there in stopping him for a second there. In any case, shout out to TeamLiquid.net too. I just made a post there, so if any of you are coming from there, shout out to you guys. I tried to post something there saying that I was making videos earlier, but there was that 10-day delay before I could make any new posts from when I set up my account. So I didn't know that existed. I just set it up like probably 2 weeks ago. In any case. Yeah, if you guys get a chance, check out TeamLiquid.net, and check out, of course, sc2gg.com. Great site with a lot of English commentaries. And you guys should check out, especially next week, the on-game dual-net tournament starting, which is, and that's a feeder tournament that leads to the OSL itself, the proper OSL. It's kind of confusing, but it has a lot of star players in it. I'm going to be doing commentaries on a set of 4 games, 4 players there. It looks like, actually, before I continue, it looks like an early attack is coming in from the random Terran player, and Reach is completely unprepared. He hasn't scouted this at all, and he only has 2 Zerglings. His sunken goes down, so Reach in huge trouble here. An SCV rush coming in here. Reach may actually go down this game. I didn't see this coming either. This is amazing. Reach man, although that player really needed to block those drones from getting in. He needs to retreat those Marines to make this succeed here. And I feel like he would have been better off building a bunker right now, but no, probably not, actually. He's just using those SCVs to block. And he needs to just keep bringing Marines in, because Reach is losing all of his drones here. I don't know what Reach is going to do. I think this could be a good game for Reach here. He has like 3 drones left in his main, and it looks like 5 SCVs and one Marine still left here. Reach is in huge trouble. Oh man, but the opponent not having any more Marines coming up, I guess he just didn't rally enough over there, and Reach has actually held this rush off when I felt the opponent could have killed him off right there. So incredible rush by the random Battle.net user. And this is what I was saying. I don't know if I mentioned this in a Savior game, but I think if you're going to play against a pro at StarCraft in this kind of game, you have to rush to have any chance of winning, because going for the long game, the opponent will just out macro you and just destroy you entirely. And it looks like the opponent is going to get his natural expansion up, and Reach is actually quite far behind here. He's lost so many drones in that attack. He does have a lair up in his main, but he's not going to be able to produce much for a while. It looks like his mineral count's quite low, and he needs to build a lot more Zerglings to defend himself against quite a healthy Terran player over there. So in any case, I was saying that it's kind of like poker. If you were an amateur poker player and you somehow had the chance to play heads up with a pro poker player, you probably would want to just play hands to later streets with them. If you're playing Texas Hold'em, you probably just want to go all in pre-flop every time. You won't be getting it in with the best of odds, but at least you'll have a solid chance of winning. You know, maybe a 30 or 20% chance of winning. You know, basically a flip before the flop. But if it's the same thing, because if you try to play normal sized pots with them, you're just going to get outplayed if you're playing like Phil Ivey. And in the same case here, to adjust to playing a pro player here, it seems that the best way probably is to go in for a rush and to try to take out the pro player early on. And this Terran player certainly hasn't succeeded in taking him out, but he has weakened Reach quite a lot. Reach only now mining gas again. It looks like he finally is going to get a Spire up. I feel that this Terran player should actually be able to push out by now, considering that you know, his economy has been untouched so far, and he is working off of 2 bases. And it looks like he does have Stimpack Marines here, pushing out with these Marines and Firebats. He could actually go in for an attack now and finish Reach off. Reach desperately trying to put up some second colonies here to help defend. Reach in quite a bit of trouble. I guess the element of surprise was quite strong there. Reach just did not expect the Terran to rush, because he didn't have a good scout out there with his Overlord. He just didn't spot the Marines approaching his base, because the Overlord just didn't have sight that far. And in any case, Reach now has 3 sunken colonies up. I don't know if I mentioned that this map is Python, of course, commonly played StarCraft map. And Reach just building, I think he's just building a lot of Zerglings, because he does know that the opponent has a lot of